I don't know if you've seen this, but the stock market is crashing. Or is it? Is this the crash? Is this the moment you go all in and get rich? Let's talk about it because you guys have been flooding my comments and my DMs asking me. But the truth is, wealthy people, they aren't psychic, but they do know what data to look at. And once you understand the data that we are watching, the market stops feeling terrifying and finally starts making sense. Now, I built an 8-figure net worth by understanding how money works. So let me explain this to you in plain English. There is one metric, one simple number that tells you a lot about what type of correction we're in. It's called the VIX index. It's basically the market's fear thermometer. Here is how it works. When investors get nervous, they buy what is basically insurance for their portfolio. In the stock market, that insurance is called a put option. Think of it like car insurance, okay? You buy it before a crash. And if suddenly everyone expects accidents to happen, the cost of that insurance goes up. Same thing here. When fear rises, the price of that protection also goes up. And the VIX measures basically how expensive fear is. Now, before we compare this to what's actually happening today, let's make sure we're speaking the same language. So the first thing I want to talk about is a pullback. That's a normal dip. It's usually 5 to 10% down. It happens multiple times a year, prices go down, people get uncomfortable, but nothing is like seriously breaking. Crash, on the other hand, is sudden, violent, panic driven, usually drops of 20% or more in a short period. Crashes, they come with panic, and we see that panic and that fear in a shoot up in the VIX index. So let me explain what that looks like. Okay, in 2020, the VIX hit 82. In 2008, it hit 89. In 2018, it jumped from 14 to 50 in one day. During the dot-com bust, it kept spiking into the 40s. That is what real panic looks like in that data point. Now, to be precise, not every crash, not every correction comes with a huge spike in the VIX. My light died, whatever. The big sudden true crashes though, the ones where people say, is this the crash? They typically always show that massive surge in volatility. Right now, we are nowhere near that. The VIX has gone up a little bit, but it's still kind of sitting in a normal range. And this is typically what we see during a normal pullback. There hasn't been yet an oh shit volatility moment. Now, could I be wrong? Of course, nobody knows the future 100%. But what the data is showing me right now is that we are looking at a pullback, not a huge crash. Doesn't mean this can't change though, and I made a video going into detail on that the other day. If you want to learn more, I have a free investing masterclass on my website under freebies, or you can apply to work with me, link in bio.